Welcome, Libra, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. This message for the month. This message. Message for Libra, please. Okay, it's showing that you're moving in some great direction over here. You could be traveling or moving around, just maybe a lot of multitasking going on. However, it's showing that there's a lot of movement going around you at this time. Maybe you even have travelers that are coming and going. Maybe you have a lot of house guests, but definitely seeing a lot of travel, moving in the right direction as well. Okay, let's see. Just feel like there's a few decisions also that need to be made during this mid-month. So you might be moving towards those decisions as well. Take that how it resonates. It's showing that you do have the present power within yourself to feel like you're mainly in control, and that you're really holding on to these reins really tight when it comes to this movement that you have. So definitely, if you feel like in the present moment you are definitely on the right track, you definitely are on the right track. Okay, for some of you have a loving man, could be a man or a woman, but it's feeling a little more masculine. So maybe they also feel like they have a lot of control within a situation as well and have a lot of courage. No matter how it is, like I said, whether it's male or female, it doesn't matter. In the recent past over here, it's showing all this optimism. Well, at least now we know where you're moving so much or however it's going. Okay, and the courage. And showing that you have this courage over here to get things done. It does feel like you're very busy right now, really kind of multitasking things and getting things together. It does feel like you have this loving person around you who is definitely stepping forward to help you out, giving you a hand around certain situations, there to care and love while you are doing a lot of planning and action. They may even be planning a big date night out as well. Or maybe they're even planning on moving you into the home with them, or maybe you're planning on moving in with them, however this is. I do see a lot of planning in action, and I do have honoring the path right now, which does feel like that's exactly a lot of this courage and the way the optimism is really going is, you know what, I really honor this path. I feel like, a beauty queen in its own right. Really taking on some Venetian moves over here when it comes to this energy. Let's see what we got over here for the courage really fast. I'm going to kind of see what's going on over here. Could have a teacher over here, someone who is trying to teach you new steps to new things. There could be a lot of learning going on around you, and your intuition is, wow, open, very, very open. So that's very good. It's just like the more that you're going on this honored path, your intuition really is starting to really open up, my friends. So with the planning and the action over here, it does feel like this teacher is going to come in and kind of teach you some ropes. So you might be taking on a new job. Maybe that's where you're moving to. It could even be this loving man who's taking the opportunity to teach you new things as well. With the optimism over here, it's optimistic to get to the goals, to the happiness, knowing that you feel like a shining star. It's definitely shining bright within you. And, if you went through any kind of healing, sessions or anything like that, it really feels like, I'm back to feeling like myself again. And nothing's going to really, make me fall out of the sky. You're definitely not going to be a falling star. That's for sure. You're staying put. The loving man over here is showing that there is 10 of Cups over here. So, whether this is a spouse or a committed relationship, it is showing that there is a lot of happiness and success, filling any kind of void that you had you know, around, or anything that could be still a little void within your life, this person seems to actually fill that space. So that is a very good feeling. With the planning the action, you do have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. So it does feel like there is a lot of success and money to be made. So this month, it does look like a big money mid-month for you. It does feel like you have some kind of, you know, monetary gains coming your way. It could be a tax return, something of this nature. Or it could be this, I planned this and now it's coming through. So, you know, you sell cars or anything like that, you know, maybe you're getting your compensations and your rewards from that. Feels like something like that. Some of you, it might just be some scratch lottery ticket that actually won you some money. I do see that as well. So it was, however it is, it's a lot of planning and action when it comes to this situation. It could also be liens and loans and things like this that you might be getting paid off, paying off debt. With the honoring the path over here, there could have been some sadness and some like insomnia going on around this path at one time. But it does feel like now you're sleeping peacefully, you know, and where it didn't feel like it was going to go maybe the way you thought it was. It feels like once this loving person comes in and really helps out with the situation, it just kind of turns everything around. It's like, yes, you're very optimistic, but like I said, it feels like there's still some kind of little void within this situation. It might just be stress. But the thing I like about it is no matter what, you're not going to allow it to knock you down. Like I said, you're not a falling star, that's for sure. You're sitting up there very tight, you know, holding on to what is yours and holding on to that power. Sometimes we can hold on to all the authority, all the power that we want, but sometimes in the back of our minds, we still have the anxieties of, is it going to go as planned? And it feels like that's kind of the little situation that there's going on there. When you look out into the world over here, it just feels like there's more opportunities for you to gain more success and to go more places. So it feels like whatever you're doing, you're definitely on the right path. Keep your hand exactly where it is on this wand so that you can continue to follow these dreams and make these opportunities come back around for you. So I do like that. There's a lot of action. Keep moving, my friends. Keep moving. And it just feels like whatever you're doing is very successful at this time. It could be from the smallest little thing ever, right? Paying off a debt, paying off, you know, however it is. So within the courage comes the passion. And that's because you feel like you have your stabilities and your securities at hand in the near future. So the more courage that you put off over here as you're becoming this lion and this tiger, the more secure you do feel. You do feel like you have everything that you need at this time. You know, and there could be some celebrations. There could be a birthday or something also that you're going to, a wedding, something of this nature. This teacher does feel like it's somebody that you've known for a long time. It does feel like there is some kind of nostalgic feeling around this teaching or teacher. So if you're teaching something that you've known for a long time to someone else, then you're just, you know, sharing this gift with them, right, of knowledge. For others of you, this teacher could be someone that you've actually known in the past who, you know, is always there to help when times get, you know, a little rough. Nothing wrong with learning, right? Or teaching. And for some of you, you might have been teachers for a long time. Maybe you went back to teaching. So maybe that's what the whole situation is. Maybe you've decided to go back to teaching. With the intuition and manifestation, you have the Death card, which is showing this beautiful transformation going on around you, but it's also a little overwhelming because the Death card can show there could be a little chaos and a little overwhelming feelings going towards this that you had to intuitively pull yourself back out of. And maybe it is returning back to teaching, or maybe it is, you know, just staying secure. How about that? You know, sometimes there's this whole idea of I've become secure. How do I keep it? Right? And maybe that's where this other person can come in too to teach you, you know, the little bit of the little ins and outs of how to do so. Definitely have a lot of support around you. I still feel it's from this loving man over here or woman, whoever this is really there to support you and to really kind of carry you along, really teaching you the things that you need. I really think that that's the teacher. Yeah, because you don't want to feel like you have your swords taken. You don't want to do anything that's going to make you drop anything or lose anything. or have your own mind kind of tease you and deceive you into doing something that you think might be the right scenario, but then it ends up the wrong scenario. Man, that's the story of my life. Let me tell you. Sometimes I think, oh, this is the best plan. And then I go with this plan, and it's kind of crazy because like my analytical mind's like, yeah, this is going to happen. And then my intuition's like, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, we should always go against our gut feeling. Not a smart plan. So intuitively, this might not go right. There could be a lot of hills you might have to get into, right? And yeah, but analytically, you're like, oh, the paperwork looks good. The money setup looks good. The next thing you know, you were deceiving yourself because you didn't listen to your own intuition, because you fought it, right? Nah, it looks good on paper. Yeah, lesson learned. Yeah, so make sure you're always listening to your own intuition. Your intuition knows best. I've learned that throughout the years. It's that, I think it's like when you were younger too, we have this kind of like cocky outlook in life, like, you think you're so smart. And then you realize, well, at least with me anyways, those, like some of those things that I've done, I just realized I'm an idiot, right? Of course, it's a part of the learning lessons and growth, right? That's why they always say the older you are, the wiser you get. Well, the reason is because you've already done all the dumb mistakes. And believe me, even when we get older, we still have stupid ones to do. But dumb mistakes I don't think they ever go away. It's just that we end up learning. As long as we learn from the dumb mistakes we made before, let's not do that again, right? But it does feel like it's something analytical that is kind of fighting you to say, I want to do this, but your intuition's like, no, don't do it. So it does feel like this person who is at service, this loving man, this teacher, this person who's helping you out is really kind of there to support the idea to give you this service of, maybe even just telling you, hey, you know what, go with your own intuition before you go with that piece of paper, right? So, but however it is, it's you taking the high road, and it's almost like your intuition and your analytical thinking will come together so that you can kind of push through the pros and cons of this situation and really get down to, what is more important. And it could be from a professional outlook, right? Because the Queen of Swords is a pretty professional person when we're talking about, King and Queen of Swords. So from some kind of professional outlook, you will find what it is that you're looking for. You think you're going to pay off maybe all the debt this way. Maybe they're telling you, no, don't do it that way. Let's snowball the effect or something. You know what I mean? So it does feel like there is something that's definitely going to be learned, that you really want to pay attention to what they're telling you, and you're gripping the reins over here. So you do have a lot of power and authority, right? It's just that you really have to, I think this is going to be about listening and learning, and really patiently planning a lot of the situation as you're really reaching this goal over here. Wow. And then it won't make you feel like you have to stand your ground so much. Right? You won't feel like you're blocked or you're blocking your intuition as it's popping up on the intuition. That way you can manifest what you need to manifest and really get down to business, right? And this will bring in better opportunities and give you kind of like the green light over here to say, yeah, and once you get that, boom, watch everything start flowering and, pretty much falling into place. So what a beautiful reading. Love it. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.